Welcome to Raven from Valhalla, a sportscast podcast produced by the Valhalla Sports Talk YouTube channel. My name is Jeff Cran, but most of the berserkers and the V-homies on my YouTube channel call me Valhalla. Raven from Valhalla will be recorded Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and aired live on the Valhalla Sports Talk YouTube channel. It will then be made available in audio form on Google Podcasts with distribution to sites like Spotify and iHeartRadio. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy today's show. What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, June 14th, 2023, Season 1, Episode 7. The name of this one is Happiness, Ego, and Dumb People. Raven from Valhalla, the Sportscast podcast. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 o'clock. 1 o'clock on the East. Do some quick hellos to the folks joining us in the chat. Hiking Combat, we ready. Butterfly is in the house. David Catalano with a $2. Valhalla Holla. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the house. Alien Pizza says we ready. Tommy Monahan checking in from Canada. Oh, Canada. Happiness, Ego, and Dumb People. Let's go to football. 85 days until the start of the 2023-2024 NFL season. 73 days until men's college football kicks off. Mini camps are going on this week in the NFL. After these mini camps, the next step is training camp and the 2023-2024 NFL preseason. Stefon Diggs at it again, y'all. Stefon Diggs at it again. The diva out in full force. The diva who forced his way out of Minnesota. The diva loves the attention. At it again. Sat out Bills camp yesterday. He's back on the field this morning. After getting the attention he so badly needed. Vikings happy with Justin Jefferson as his replacement. Running backs are the Rodney Dangerfield of the NFL. It is June 9th, y'all. June 9th, we just said 85 days until the start of the season. Camps about 60 days out. Alvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette, Myles Gaskin, Darrell Williams, Kenyon Drake, Melvin Gordon, all still free agents. All still free agents. There's only 30 NFL teams. DeAndre Hopkins in New England today talking to the Patriots. Rumored he'll be headed to talk to the Bills after that. Is that what's wrong with Diggs? A little jealous of competition? Many said that the reason he left Minnesota was because he didn't like the attention that Adam Thielen got. Divas, y'all. Divas, ego. We talked about ego, happiness, ego, and dumb people. Cleveland Browns have released a new alternative dog logo. I posted it on the Valhalla Sports Talk Discord. There's some Easter eggs in there, y'all. Some Easter eggs. Check it out. Valhalla Sports Talk Discord. Butterfly will be dropping the link in the chat. It's on the Discord server, the new Cleveland Brown alternate logo. I don't think they're going to put that on the helmet. I think Cleveland will continue to have that same boring ass helmet. On to the NBA basketball time. We're talking basketball to the hoop, y'all. Denver Nuggets are the 2023 NBA champions. They defeated the 8th-seeded Miami Heat 4-1 for their first NBA title in the history of the franchise. Got a core that is signed long-term, y'all. Can they two-peat? Can they three-peat in the elite Western Conference? Aaron Gordon, a man of the people, U of A alumni, in the streets after Denver's victory in his Nuggets uniform, wearing just his shorts and his sneaks, celebrating with the fans outside of the arena long into the morning. Nikola Jokic is the NBA Finals MVP. Now famous. Nike billboards from New York City to Las Vegas. The biggest skyscraper in his home country of Serbia lit up to welcome him home. And let me tell you, home is where the Joker wants to be. Looking bored in that post-game locker room, popping bubbly. I've never seen a guy so unexcited to pop a bottle of champagne. Devastated during his post-game presser when a Denver Nuggets staffer informed him that the victory parade wasn't until Thursday. I gotta go home. I gotta go home, says the Joker. Home is where the Joker wants to be. An unassuming, quiet, kind, unselfish, shy NBA superstar. He doesn't care about the accolades or the attention of others. Go home, Joker. Go home to Serbia. Enjoy your family. Ride your horses. Rest up for another run. In the meantime, they're going to be crafting a large and beautiful ring for you to pick up when you get back to America. Jamal Murray learned a ton from him. Murray, well-spoken, humble, appreciative of his success. Are you listening out there, Ja Morant? Are you listening, Ja Morant? The NBA draft going to take place on June 22nd, 2023 in Chicago. More about that on Friday's show. More about that on Friday. To hockey. The Las Vegas Golden Knights are the champions for the first time in their history. They defeated the Florida Panthers 9-3 in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Series 1, 4-1 is the final series count. Well, they were Golden Knights established in 2017, y'all. It took them just 6 years for them to hoist Lord Stanley's Cup. Been waiting forever, y'all. Forever for the Minnesota Vikings to hoist one. The LA Kings got me a couple. But man, 6 short years and Vegas as their cup. People said that hockey wasn't going to work out in Vegas. Wasn't going to work out. They didn't have enough people that would go to the games. Let me tell y'all, they got some crazy fans and they put on an unbelievable show every game. Former Kings on the team, Alex Martinez and Jonathan Quick, cast out of Los Angeles. Many say not in a cool way. Quick traded just this year. Martinez handed the cup to Quick on the ice. They're third now. Both of them have 3 Stanley Cup championships. Both of them with 3. 2023 Upper Deck NHL Draft will be held June 28th, 29th at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. On to baseball. Nevada State Senate has passed a $380 million bill to help fund the proposed stadium for the Oakland A's move to Las Vegas. Next up, a 42-person Nevada Assembly will vote on the bill. If it passes, it will go to Governor Joe Lombardo, a proponent of the A's moving to Vegas, who will then sign it into law. Then the A's, who have been in Oakland since 1968, would seek final relocation approval from Major League Baseball. The bill in that same Senate yesterday to give teachers a pay raise turned down. $380 million for baseball. No pay raises for teachers in Nevada. Last night, the A's fans in Oakland staged what's called a reverse boycott. They didn't stay out of the stadium. They went into it. They showed up en masse to encourage the owner, John Fisher, to sell the team. The game drew 27,759. The largest home crowd of the season and more than triple what the team averages. They average about 8,500 per game. The A's defeated the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, or the Tampa Bay Rays, 2-1. At the end of the game, fans littered the field with debris, water bottles, cardboard, and they made that long walk to the parking lot. Many of them likely for the last time. Baseball likely dead in Oakland. MLB standings. Them Rays with the loss. They're now 4 games up on Baltimore in the American League East. 8 in front of the New York Yankees, who are struggling mightily. Toronto Blue Jays 10 back, Boston Red Sox 14 back. In the American League Central, Minnesota Twins 2.5 up on the Cleveland Guardians. White Sox 5.5 back. Tigers 5.5 back. Royals 16 back. In the American League West, the Rangers, Texas Rangers, pew pew, lead the Astros by 3.5 games, 4.5 over the Angels, 8 over the Mariners, 23.5 over the Oakland Athletics. In the National League East, Atlanta Braves 40-26, 4 games up on the Miami Marlins, 7.5 up on the Phillies, 9.5 on the Mets, who are imploding, and 13.5 on the Washington Nationals. Sorry, Tommy. National League Central, Pittsburgh Pirates lead the division still by 1 game over Milwaukee, 2.5 over Cincinnati, 5.5 over the Cubbies, 8.5 over the Cardinals. National League West, the Snakes, the Diamondbacks. 3-game lead. They lost last night. Got absolutely obliterated last night. Dodgers gain a game. They're now 3 back in the NL West. Frisco 6 back. Padres 8.5 back. Rockies back 13. Overtime. NASCAR off this weekend, y'all. Nashville next on the schedule. Not this Sunday. Following Sunday, some short track racing. Before NASCAR packs up that traveling circus and heads for the mean streets of Chicago. July 2nd, the first ever street race in Chicago for NASCAR. Be nice to see Harvick get his first win there. He's won on the regular Chicago course. Never won on this one. But we're running out of time. We're running out of time for the closer to get his last victory. As I mentioned a couple podcasts in a row now, this is a tough time for sports, y'all. Tough time as there's not a lot going on, y'all. We've got baseball obviously going on. There's some golf this weekend, the U.S. Open, headed for the Los Angeles Country Club. Many of the tour's professionals have never played in Los Angeles. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. A new Gallup poll out. 69% of Americans now say that trans athletes should only be able to play on teams that match their birth gender. 69%. That's up. That number is up. Seems obvious to me. Seems obvious to me that it's not fair. For someone that was a boy at birth play against a girl. This is where we're at, y'all. Numbers are rising both for Republicans and Democrats, though. Yesterday, though, the House Republicans passed a bill to protect female athletes from being forced to compete against biological males. Every single Democrat in the House voted against it. I mean, we don't even think about how we vote nowadays, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Something obvious. Something that's obvious is not obvious in today's world. Why is that? Why is that? As of 2021, 35% of Americans have a bachelor's degree, compared with 26% of Americans that don't even have a high school diploma or a GED. 35% with a bachelor's, 26% no high school diploma, no GED. That leaves a roughly around 30%, somewhere in the middle, right? You didn't pay those teachers, right? You heard that in Oakland? This is deeper than liberals versus Republicans. It's liberals versus conservatives, y'all. According to a U.S. Department of Education report, 130 million adults in America have the proficiency level, the functioning level of a 6th grade education. 130 million Americans, y'all. There are over 258 million Americans, adults Americans, 258 adult Americans, and 130 million of those have the proficiency level, the operating level of a 6th grade education. Most people are 11 years old when they're in the first year of middle school, the 6th grade. 11 years old. This is when temperament, your perceived values, your ego, one's style, your attitude, this is all locking in. You're locking in on influences, your heroes, your interests, your core self. Who are you as a young human being? What else is going on at this time? This is when the bullies show up, y'all. This is when the bullies show up. And this is when we start looking around for attractions. The pretty girl, the handsome boy. At this point, you should have some organizational skills. You should be able to handle multiple tasks at once. You should be able to understand time management. In the chat, y'all, in the chat, just put a quick synopsis of who you were as an 11-year-old. What were you doing? What were your interests? Just quick, maybe a sentence. I'll get back to it after I read through this. As I mentioned, you should be getting some organizational skills at this point. You should be able to handle multiple tasks at once. You should understand time management. Physical and social skills you can expect from a 6th grader. They should be able to express his or her concerns directly, stand up for a friend or a topic, experience a range of intensity of emotions, take on greater responsibility for the behavior and decisions, possibly experience puberty. Pimples are showing up. Your academic skills you're going to expect as a 6th grader. Analyze how authors use dialogue, imagery, and mood to develop plots, characters, point of view, and themes. Be able to read, retell, summarize grade school appropriate narratives. Be able to write multi-paragraph compositions with writing strategies such as dialogue and suspense. Find good writing by others, identify the strengths and weaknesses. Making some simple notes at this point. Multiply, divide common fractions, mix numbers. Perform multiple math problems. Tommy was a paper boy. He loved the Bionic Man on TV. Middle school was hell, says Geeky. Middle school was scary, says Not Your Mom. Exactly, y'all. This is when it all happened. I was a competitive driver and studying hard to go to college. Oh, a competitive diver. Oh, interesting. Donna R. Socially awkward as hell. Loved baseball, cats, and reading. Hiking Combat was playing club soccer while doing baseball in between and wanted to go into the Air Force. Rich Frank, a club baseball and soccer player, was trying out for UA-13 soccer. Geeky loved bands. This is where you were at, y'all. It was a scary time, right? I was in Northern California at the time, I believe. Sylvan was the middle school. I don't remember a lot about it, y'all. I remember that I liked go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a donut. I remember that I liked playing in intramural sports. I was learning how to farm. We had a little farm at Sylvan Middle School. Goats, chickens. The point here is that for half of American adults, that's where it ended. That was the height, the end of it. So look around next time you're in a room full of people. Or even look around in the chat right now. Half of you likely have the brains, the development of an 11-year-old middle schooler. Think about this next time you see a rabid supporter of a religion, a sports team, a political party, or an individual. Think about this when you decide to engage in a discussion, either in person or on the internet, with the same. Half of the people that you're talking to will never change to think like you do or agree with you. Half of them can't change. They don't have the ability to change. Just not in them. They stopped growing. Their mind stopped functioning at that 11-year-old level. This has been the Raven from Valhalla. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Raven from Valhalla, a Sportscast podcast. I appreciate you taking some time out of your busy day. If you're watching today's show on YouTube, please subscribe to the Valhalla Sports Talk YouTube channel. Give the video a like and turn on notifications so you know when Valhalla Sports Talk posts videos or goes live. If you're a Google Podcast listener, please follow and bookmark this page. Have a great day, and remember, when a Raven from Valhalla brings the sports news, you know it just got serious.